You know, we are right on the edge of a massive shift in how we talk to our computers. And it's a revolution that was actually predicted by one of the sharpest minds in AI. The thing is, it's not science fiction anymore. It's here, right now.
Look, when a guy like Andrej Karpathy speaks, you listen. He was a founding member of OpenAI, the former director of AI at Tesla. I mean, he knows his stuff. And he saw this coming. A future where our whole interaction with computers would be turned on its head. And guess what? That future just arrived.
So what are we really looking at here? This isn't just about a new app or some cool new gadget. We're talking about a pretty bold prediction literally coming true right on our screens. And it's completely changing what it even means to be a creator.
Okay, so at the very heart of all this is a brand new idea, and people are calling it vibe coding. Seriously, it's a whole new way of thinking about software development and honestly, any kind of digital creation.
So what on earth is vibe coding? It's actually beautifully simple. You, the creator, you just provide the vibe. You know, the big picture idea, the creative direction. And the AI, it handles all the grunt work, the syntax, all that boring, repetitive boilerplate code that just slows everything down. You get to be the architect, and the AI is your master builder, bringing your vision to life in an instant.
Just try to picture this for a second. You're leaning back in your chair, maybe with a coffee, just casually talking, describing what you want to build. And as you speak, boom, perfect, complex code just flows onto the screen. The whole vibe, forgive the pun, shifts from frantically typing to just creating. It's pure flow.
But how is any of this even possible? Well, it's not magic, even though it feels like it. It's technology. Specifically, it's a couple of really powerful new tools that are working together. So let's pop the hood and see what's actually making this whole thing run.
All right, let's start with just raw speed. For decades, our main way of talking to a computer has been the keyboard. And the average person types at, maybe 40 words per minute? But we speak at around 150 words per minute. I mean, the difference is just staggering. We are built to speak faster than we type. It's that simple.
150 words per minute. Just think about that number. It represents this huge bottleneck between our brains and the machine that we've been dealing with forever, and we're just completely blowing it away. This is a massive leap forward in how fast we can turn a thought into something real.
Okay, so this whole thing really boils down to two key pieces of the puzzle. On one side, you've got something like Whisper Flow, which does what's called active code dictation. Think of it as your direct line to the code. It's so fast, with such low latency, it feels totally instant. And then, on the other side, you have something like Gemini 3 Pro doing passive context listening. And let me tell you, this is the real game changer.
Let me give you a real-world example of how that passive listening works. Imagine you're in a team meeting, just talking about what needs to get done next. Gemini 3 Pro is just listening in the background, kind of absorbing the whole conversation. And based on what you're all saying, it figures out the action items and automatically creates the to-do tickets on your project board. Nobody had to stop, take notes, or create tasks. It just happens.
So we've got this incredible speed, and it's combined with this new kind of ambient intelligence. But what does that all really add up to? Let's zoom out a little from the tech itself and look at the huge impact this is going to have on anyone who makes things with a computer.
Which brings us to the big question, right? This is all cool new tech, for sure. But why does it actually matter? Is this just about making developers work a little faster, or is there something much bigger going on here?
The real impact, I think, comes down to two things. First, on a really practical level, we are saving our wrists. I mean, decades of being hunched over a keyboard has taken a serious physical toll on people. This is just a healthier way to work. But way more important than that, we are freeing our minds. When you take away the mental burden of remembering syntax and typing all that boilerplate, you can focus 100% on the big creative problems. It might even open up coding to a whole new kind of person who thinks creatively but just doesn't want to type.
For centuries, a creator's most powerful tool has always been an extension of their hand, right? A paintbrush, a pen, a keyboard. With vibe coding, that's all changing. The creator's most powerful tool isn't in their hands anymore. It's their voice and their vision. And that just leaves one big question. What are we going to build when we're finally free to just speak?